in the dark house, where silence tightly enveloped every corner. I felt like a prisoner trapped in the timeless void. The gray twilight made my nerves tense, and every sound seemed like a riddle needing to be solved. My gaze was fixed on the dark corners of the room, as if searching for something that didn't exist in the realm of the obvious. But the sound that pierced the silence made me flinch. Rustling. It was barely discernible, like a ghost penetrating through walls. At first, I tried to dismiss it from my mind, telling myself it was just an echo of my own footsteps. But the rustling persisted, stubbornly sounding as if calling out to me. I decided to investigate the source of the sound. With a heavy heart clutching the trembling flashlight in my hand, I headed downstairs, towards the dark stairs leading to the basement. The closer I got, the more my soul felt an inexplicable tremor. When I descended, darkness enveloped me in its cold embrace, as if inviting me into its depths. My breath sounded loud in this dark emptiness, and I realized that fear, a cursed fear, intensified with each step. And then in the darkness, I saw it. It was a creature, something that couldn't exist in reality, yet stood before me like a nightmare come to life. It was covered in hair, like a hermit dwelling in the wilderness for years. Its eyes glowed like coals, ready to engulf me whole. My heart froze in horror, and thoughts jumbled in chaotic confusion. I wanted to close my eyes and hide from this nightmare, but something held me back, forcing me to continue looking at this creature, as if hypnotized. It didn't move, but its presence was unbearable. My legs wouldn't obey me, as if frozen with fear, and I felt my strength leaving my body, as if it was already ready to surrender to this nightmare. Then from the depths of darkness, a sound echoed, a sound as if calling out to me. I couldn't understand what this whisper was, but it was strong enough to awaken the last remnants of my will. I turned and rushed towards the stairs, my flashlight casting a beam of light into the darkness, illuminating my path. The footsteps behind me sounded like thunder, and I felt dust rising in the air. When I emerged from the basement, I almost fell to my knees, exhausted and weary. My hands trembled, and my heart beat so strongly that I felt as if it would burst. I closed the basement door behind me, but that whisper, that sound still echoed in my ears, like a ghost unwilling to leave me. I realized that I would never be able to forget this encounter with something. This moment when the world turned out to be not as it seemed at first glance. Since then, I've tried not to think about it, but sometimes when darkness engulfs the world, I still hear that whisper and my heart clenches in horror.